Hello friends, welcome to Entry, India's number one online study platform. My name is Kamaldeep. Today in this session, we will have a DI for IBPS, RRB, PO and Clerk 2020. This session will be from easy to moderate, which is required level for your prelims, RRB, PO and Clerk. RRB, PO and Clerk 2020. Okay, so just start with today's session. So we have a Caslet DI. So what is a Caslet DI? So you can say Caslet is a type of paragraph. Uh, in that paragraph, you have given some information. By using that information, you have to give the answers of given questions. Okay, so for question 1 to 5, this is the required information. So just read this information and we'll see what we can derive from this. So there are 120 total students of a class play different games: football, hockey, chess, badminton, table tennis and tennis. Okay, so you have actually total 250 students. Done. Now ratio of boys to girls. Now read it carefully. Ratio is given, but boys to girls. Generally, you have given boys to girls, but in this question, they have given girls to boys. Okay, so sometime you by mistake you can write it as boys to girls, and your whole question will get ruined. Okay, so just read it carefully. So you have given girls to boys ratio, that is 13 to 12. So can you see this in 13? This one is 12. Done. So if this is 13, this is 12, how many total according to this ratio? You will have 25, and this one is 10 times. So can you say there are 120 boys, and can you say there are 130 girls? Okay, so 130 girls and 120 boys. Now move to the next point. So first point is 50% of girls play table tennis and badminton only. Okay, table tennis and badminton only. How many girls are there? There are 50%. So what is 50% of this 130? 50% you know is half. So half will be 65. Okay, now 20% of boys play football, hockey and tennis only. Now football, hockey and tennis. So 20% boys. So what will be 20% of this? So we will calculate. 20% will be 24. And what are 24? 24 boys can play football, hockey and tennis only. This only is very important. So just write it as hockey plus football plus tennis only. Okay, now move to the next. 15%. So what will be 15% of this? So we will say 15% will be 18. Just calculate 120% into 15%, you will get this 18. So these 18 boys play tennis and chess only. Okay, tennis and chess only. I hope you got my point. These are 18 total. Now the ratio of number of girls to boys playing tennis and chess only is 2 is to 3. Now this is important. You have given girls to boys ratio. What is that? That is 2 is to 3. He's saying there are 3 boys who are playing table and tennis and chess only. So that 2 girls also play tennis and chess. So according to question, this 3 is equals to 18. So can you say this 3 is equals to 18? This one is 6 times. So this 2 will be also 6 times, means 12. So I can say the number of girls are 12 here who can play tennis and chess only. Clear? Now move to the next one. 30% of girls play hockey and chess only. 30%. 30% of what? 30% of 130. It will give you 39. So 39 plays hockey and chess. Okay. Hockey and chess only. Done. Now move to the next one. 10% of girls play chess, badminton and table tennis only. 10% of girls play chess, badminton and table tennis only. Chess, badminton and table tennis. 10% means 10% of this. This is 13. So you have chess plus badminton plus TT. table tennis. Okay. The remaining girls play only football. Now remaining girls. So how many are remaining? So just add this one. 65. Okay. 65 and this 13. 78, 78 and 39. 78 and 39 will give you 78, 40 will give you how much? 116, 120, 117 actually. 117 plus 12, 129. So just subtract 129 from this, you will get 1. So that one girl play football only. So number of girls playing football only. So there is only one girl who can play football. Okay. Now move to the next. Boys playing table tennis and badminton only is 20% of the girls playing the same. Okay. 20% of what? Girls playing the same. Okay. Boys playing table tennis and badminton. TT plus badminton. So TT and badminton, how many girls are there? There are 65 girls. If girls are 65, then 20% of those 65. I have written here that 20% of the girls playing same. Same means badminton and table tennis. How many? So 20% of 65. What will be 20% of the 65? You will get 13. 1, 3, 13. Okay. 40% of the boys play only football. 40%. What will be 40% of this? You will get 48. 48 are getting only football. So 48 of are getting only football. Done. And the remaining boys play only chess. So how many are remaining there? So you have to calculate that. How many boys are remaining? So just add this 24 plus 48, that will give you 78 plus 18, that will 90, 90, 103, 120 minus 103. So you will get chess only. And how many boys are there? There are 3 boys. Sorry, actually 17 boys. How did you calculate? 120 minus this plus this plus this plus this 48. So whenever you will add this, you will get 103. So just subtract 103 from this 120, you will get 17, and those 17 are the number of boys who play chess only. Okay. Now let me ask you one question. If suppose I ask you one question, what are the number of girls who play football only? I asked you football only. Sorry, let me ask one question, one another question. Uh, Chess only actually. What are the number of girls who playing chess only? Only chess means they play only one game. And which game? That is chess. So is there any girl who play only chess? So there is no girl who play only chess, because this chess here is playing with tennis. This chess is the girls who are playing chess here also play hockey, and the girls who play chess here can also play badminton and TT. So if question he would have asked, what are the number of girls who can play chess, then you definitely you can say these 12, this 39 and this 30, this 13. So you will get 64 actually. So there are 64 girls who play chess. But what are the number of girls who play chess only? Then there is no such girl who play chess only. I hope this concept is clear. Okay. Now move to the question and you will get the answer of your questions. So what is the question? First question is total number of students playing football. Total football. Okay. Now move to the football. Total number of football. So football here. The football is 1. Okay. So one girl, 1 plus boys. So there are 24 boys plus 24. Okay. Next. Football here 48. Total students, he has asked you to find number of total students who are playing football. So now 48. So we'll get 48 plus 24. You will get 72 plus 173. This one is the answer. So there are total 73 students who can play football. One here. Okay. 1 here. He had not asked football only. Okay, if he had asked number of students who playing football only, then answer of question would have been this 48 plus this 1. So there are only 49 students who play only football, but he had asked you to find number of students who playing football. So number of students who playing football means they can play other game also. But if he had asked you to find football only, then answer would have been 49. I hope this whole concept is clear to you. Done. Now move to the next question. What is the next question? How many students play tennis? So you have to find number of students who play tennis, not tennis only. You have to find number of students who play tennis. So tennis, table tennis is different from tennis. Okay, so tennis here, there are 12 students here. Okay, 12 are here. Now 24 are here means 36. 18 here means 54. So there are 54 students who are playing tennis. So what is the answer? None of these. Once again, you have to find total number of students who play tennis. So what are the number of students who play tennis? So 12 students are you are getting here, 24 students you are getting here, and this table, this tennis plus chess means tennis, they are playing tennis. This tennis means 18, once more, so 18 plus 24, it will give 42, 42 plus 12, it will give you 54. Okay, so 54 is the right answer. Now move to the next one. What is the next question? How many girls do not play chess? Okay, the question is do not play chess. Who do not play chess? Girls. So simple. Total minus who play chess. Or simply just add who don't play chess. You will get the answer. Okay. So do not play chess. Number of girls. You have to find number of girls who do not play chess. So just check here. These girls, these 65 girls do not play chess. These are playing chess. These are playing chess. These are playing chess. Here is football only. So this 65 and this one. So this 65 and 1, just 66 girls who do not play chess. Don't play. Okay? Do not play chess. And who play chess? How many students who play chess? So there are 64. Girls actually. Girls who play chess. So there are 64 girls who play chess and do not play. There are 66 girls. Simple. I hope this concept is clear. So answer of this question will be how much? 66. 66 girls who do not play chess. If you have any doubt, please rewind slightly the video and you will get the answer. Okay. Now move to the next one. And when you will watch this video, please make this on your notebook. Okay, then try to solve these all questions. Done. So please make it on your notebook, then move to the next question so that video can be easily understandable to you. Okay, now move to the next question. Number 4. What is the ratio of number of girls playing hockey to the number of boys playing hockey? So girls to boys hockey. Girls to boys hockey, you have to find the ratio. Now find out the ratio. Here are girls, here are boys. Now we have to find the ratio of hockey. So number of girls who's playing hockey. So number of girls here. This one is a hockey. How many girls? There are 39 girls who are playing hockey. And number of boys. What are number of boys who are playing hockey? So here, this 24. So this 24 boys who are playing hockey. So we'll cancel out this by 3 and we'll cancel out this by 3, 39. So 13 into 3, 39, and 8 into 3, 24. So we will get 13 ratio 8. There are no other students who play hockey. So just 39 girls and 24 boys. So 39 ratio 24, you'll get the answer. I hope this concept is clear. So 13 ratio 8 is the right answer. Now move to the next one. What is the total number of students playing badminton? total number of students playing badminton. How many students who play badminton? Okay, so you have to find number of students who playing badminton. Number of students playing badminton. So we have to find number of students playing badminton. So here 65, those are playing badminton. Now here 13 more, they are also playing badminton. Total you have 78 till now. Okay, now move to the next. Here you are getting 13 more students. 13 plus 78, you will get 91. So till now you have got 91 students who are playing badminton, I think, and this one is final. So there are 91 students who are playing badminton. Okay, so check the option. Okay, this one is 91. So 91 students are playing badminton, and this one is the right answer. Done. So I hope this concept is clear. Now move to the next one. Castellet DI based upon Venn diagram. This one is on Venn diagram. Okay, so what is Venn diagram? Actually you have three areas here. First one, finance area. So this one is your finance. 40 students from marketing area. So this one is your marketing. And 30 students from HR. So this one is your HR. Okay. So if I ask you how many students are in finance and marketing, so you will say, sir, the number of students which are coming under this area, this shaded area. Okay, so number of students in this area, they are in finance and marketing. Similarly, if I'll ask you find the number of students in finance and HR, so you will say, sir, this area, this area, these are in finance and HR. Okay, or you can say intersection mean which are common. What is intersection mean? Which are common. So according to this finance and marketing, finance intersection marketing, this area, this whole area. Okay, this whole area actually. Now if I'll ask you how many students are in this HR and marketing, so this area, actually this area. Okay, these are, I hope this one the answer. Okay, now move to the next. Now move to the question actually. So what are given? There are 100 students. Okay, 70 student got finance area. So 100 student means you have this finance, union, marketing, union, HR. Union mean combined, total. You can say this one is total actually. So how many students you have got total? Total you have 100. Now number of students, this n represent number. Number of students in finance area, you got 70 students. Similar number of students you have got in marketing area, so you have got how many? 40 students. And number of students you are getting in HR area are 30. Done. Now move to the next. 20 students received offer from finance and marketing, means finance and marketing intersection, because these are common in finance and marketing. Okay, these 20 students, you will get 20. 15 students got offer from marketing and HR, marketing intersection HR. How many are there? There are 15. And 10 students got offer from HR and finance. Then HR and finance, how many students you are getting? You are getting only 10 students. Okay, now there is one thing missing. And what is that one thing missing? That thing is here, this thing. this x. And what is this x? So this area will represent n of, let me write it here on this side. This will represent n of finance intersection HR intersection marketing. What will this represent? Number of students which are common in finance, HR and marketing, means in all the departments. Or you can say the number of students who got offer letter from all the three department or all the three areas will be written here. Okay. Now this is common for all three. So this will be for only two. This area will be for only two. This will be for only two. For only two means for only finance and marketing. This area, this area. Okay, this area. I'm talking about this area. This will be for only two. Only two for marketing and HR. Done. And this area, so you can say this is only for one. Only for one means only for HR. This one is for only marketing. This one is only for finance. So I hope this concept is clear. So this area is for all three. This area is for all two only. This area will be for only one. So you have to find actually this value. When you will get this value, the answer of your question you will get. Okay. So you have to find actually n of finance intersection HR intersection marketing. This one you have to find and let this value be x. So there is a formula, and what is that formula? Okay, move to the next actually. And what is that formula? That formula is n of finance union marketing union HR will be n of finance plus number of student in finance plus number of in marketing plus total number in HR, and subtract which are common in two areas, n of marketing and HR, or marketing intersection HR, then n of marketing intersection finance, or finance or marketing, minus n of HR intersection finance, or which are common in HR and finance, plus which are common in all three, finance intersection marketing intersection HR. So this one is union, this one is intersection. So you have to add this. So see here, you have given all the values 70, 40, 30. So we will write it here. Total are 100. This will be 70 plus 40 plus 30 minus 20, because in HR and marketing, HR and marketing, this one 15 actually. No problem. You will get same answer actually. Minus marketing and finance. This one is 20 actually. Minus 20 minus HR and finance. This one is HR and finance. How many are those? Those are 10. Plus you have to find this value. So you have, let it x. So this will be 140. 140 minus with this 45. 140 minus 45 will get 95. So 100 equals to 95 minus x. You will get x equals to 5. I hope you got my point. Okay. So if x equals to 5, so let me draw this diagram, and please draw this diagram. Okay. And then when I'll move to question, so please check that diagram and try to give the answer. So what will be diagram? Now we have find the value of x. So this x equals to 5. Now I'll make a diagram here. So Venn diagram actually. So this one is marketing. Let me make it this. Marketing. This one is HR, and this one is your finance. Marketing, HR, and this one is your finance. Okay. Now, what is common in all three? So always you have to start from this point. So five number of students are playing. Five number of students got offer from all the departments, from marketing, HR, and finance. Okay. Now move to this. Now in HR and finance, how many are there? There are 10. In HR and finance, this one is HR and finance. This one. In this area, you have total 10 students. So 5 are already written here. So how many remaining? So 5 are remaining. So these 5 will be here. So these 5 will be in this area. Move to the next. In marketing and HR, total are 15. In marketing and HR means in this area. In this area, there will be total 15. 5 are already here. So we will have 10. Done. Move to the next. 20. 20 in finance and marketing. 20 in finance and marketing mean in this area you will have 20. So 5 are already here. You will have 15 more. Done. No. Okay. So this is complete. Now you have to find out what will come here. So this is now only marketing. This one is now only HR. This one is now only finance. This one is only finance, only marketing and HR. And this one is only this session is only marketing and finance only. And this one is marketing and finance and HR only. ठीक है, तीनों में सॉरी इन ऑल थ्री. ठीक है, so all three in all three departments there are total 5 students. I hope this point is clear. Now number of students in finance, number of students in finance, there are total 70. Okay, there are total 70. So you have 15 plus 5 plus 5, 25 already here. So you will write 45. Done. In marketing you have 40. So 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 15, 30. You will have 10 here. And in HR you have 30. So in HR you have total 30. 10 plus 5, 15 plus 5, 20 plus 10. You will get 30 total. Okay, so if you will add all these, you will get 100 as total. And this is your Venn diagram. Please make it on your notebook and now try to solve these questions. The first question is, how many students received offer only from 2 areas? Only from 2 areas. Okay, only 2 areas. What are only 2 areas? So we will say these 10 are only from 2 areas. Okay, these 5 are from only 2. Well, okay, now these 15 are from only 2. Okay, now don't move to this 5 because this is only 3. This 5 will include only 3, not only 2. I hope this one is clear. Now only 2 areas. So what will be number? 15 plus this 10 plus this 5, you will get 30. So 30 is the right answer. I hope this one is clear. Move to the next one. How many students received offers from finance area but not from any other area? Finance area but not from any other. What it means? It means only finance. Are you getting my point or not? This one is only finance. Only finance and only finance. How many are in only finance? This is 45 because these 15 will have some other. Okay, these 15 have marketing also. These 5 have all 3. These 5 have HR also. So there are these 45 remaining. So only 45 are in finance. Only 45 are in finance. Move to the next one. Okay, now move to the next one. What is the next one? What percent of students received offer from both finance and marketing? Both from finance and marketing but not from HR. So can I say only from finance and marketing? Only from finance and marketing. Only from finance and marketing. So this one is your marketing, this one is your finance. Only from finance and marketing. So these 15, sorry, these 15 will be from finance and marketing only. Okay, these 5 will not be included. So we will say there are 15, but you have to find percentage. 15 out of what? 15 out of 100. So can you say 15%? So this one is the answer. Move to the next one. What is the ratio of the percentage of number of students received offers from all the area to the number of students received offer from marketing only? 2. So there are two questions in this question. Okay, first of all, you have to find this percentage still here. After that, you have to find the percentage of number of students received offer from all from one area only. Okay, first of all, you have to find percentage still here. Okay, first of all till here, and second question starts from here. So you will have find two percentages here, and when you will get those two percentages, then you will have to find the ratio of those percentages. So this question is important and slightly deeper than previous one. Okay, so now find the percentage of number of students received offers from all the areas. Now all divided by number of students received offer from marketing only. Only marketing into 100, all upon only marketing into 100. This one is 1% is a ratio. Now the percentage of number of students received offer from one area only, only one area divided by, with respect to what? If he has asked the percentage of number of students received offer from one area only, so it means he's asking you to with respect to total. So this divided by total into my 100. This 100 will be cancelled by this 100. Now put this value, you will get the answer. Now all, who got offer from all, these 5 got offer from all. Okay, divided by only marketing. So these 10 are only marketing. Okay, total upon only marketing, so you will get 5 by 10. Okay, done. Only one to the total. Now we know total are 100, so this will cancel out with this. Okay, and now you will have to find only one. So only one. Now find the only one. How will you find? So this 10 is only one. These 10 students are getting the offer from only marketing. These 10 are also getting from only HR. These 45 are only getting from finance. So can you say one only means these 10 plus these 10 plus these 45? So what you will get? You will get 65. So just put that value there, this 65. Okay, so this 5 will cancel out this with 13. This 10 will go there, and it will give you 10 ratio 13, and 10 ratio 13 is the right answer. I hope this question is clear to you. Okay, if you have any doubt, please write it in the comment box. We'll try to reach you. Okay, now move to the last question of today's lecture. What is the last question of today's lecture? What is the ratio of number of students received offer from marketing and finance area? Now here, he had asked you from marketing and finance to the number of students received offer from HR and finance. Okay, marketing and finance. He had not asked only. Okay, only means you have to find only from marketing and finance. But if he had asked from marketing and finance, it means marketing and finance both ratio में to the ratio HR and finance both. Then you have to find marketing and finance both and HR and finance both. Now, marketing and finance both. So what area will be in marketing and finance both? Marketing and finance. So this area will be in marketing and finance both. This whole area. If he had asked you marketing and finance only, then you would have write it as 15. But he had asked you marketing and finance, so this whole area will include marketing and finance. I know it is also including this HR, but also including marketing and finance. So this 5 will be also get included. So you will get 20. I hope this one is clear. So marketing and finance, you are getting 20. HR and finance. So what will be in HR and finance? So this area, this 5 and this 5. So this 5 plus 5, what you'll get? You will get 10. So 5 plus 5, you will get 10. So this 10 you will get here. Okay. Then 20 ratio 10, what you'll get? You will get 2:1. It means this is the answer. I hope this concept is clear to you. And today's session, I hope you would have liked it. So please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Okay, and share it as much as you can. Share it as much as possible. So there is one announcement for you students. What is that announcement? IBPS RRB Rank Booster Quiz is available in our entry app. It is free. Anybody can attend it. Daily starts at 10 a.m. Also, daily rank board will be published. You can attend by using the link provided in the description. So if you are practicing, if you are preparing for exam, please do attend this quiz. It will help you to boost your score and your knowledge. That will help you in the preparation of examination. So thank you very much. See you in the next class.